What's up, guys? We're out here in Escondido, California with Jacob Anderson and his Titan. Super stoked to be featuring another Nissan on the channel. That is not mine. Yes, there are other Nissan gentlemen out there. He's one of them. This thing runs, it works, it's awesome.
Yo guys, Nelson Flores here. Today's episode is brought to you by Onyx Off-Road. And today I want to share with you a feature that they have that has been super useful to me and pretty much the whole team here at Terra Crew, and it's the offline maps. When you go off-roading, you're in remote areas, you're more than likely going to lose cell phone service, but with offline maps, you can download the map before you leave service. So when you're out there, you'll still know where you're going, you'll still know how to get back to... I'm trying to film this, bro. So when you lose service, you'll still be able to know where you're going and how to get back home. So download Onyx Off-Road and use our code TerraCrew20 to get 20% off your premium or elite membership. Thanks guys, enjoy the episode. Peace.
All right, Jacob, here this thing is, man. Second time's a charm on the episode, third time's a charm on the build. What year, make, and model is this thing right here?
This is my 2008 Nissan Titan. It's my third truck that I built. First was a Ranger. I built a Samurai, and then I purchased this. And I had some stuff on it at first, but I basically have changed everything except for the bumper.
Okay.
It's a good truck. I like it.
I like this thing too, man. You don't realize how big these spindles are either. They look sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the lower was Dirt King and the upright, and the top J-arm I fabbed myself along with the steering rod.
Right on.
I made it out of 4130 chromoly.
Beautiful
it's all TIG
work,
welded. Man. I did that so I could fit a 3.0 or a 3.5.
And you couldn't do that with the original kit, right?
Yeah, you could have probably fit it. It just would have been a lot harder. And I changed some of the geometry from the factory mounts because the Dirt King kit bolts into factory mounts.
Right, right.
So I fabricated.
Which is convenient if you're going to keep it that way, but you wanted that bigger shock.
Yeah, I wanted more travel.
Right, and with that, you had to do some steering adjustments. Yeah,
the Dirt King come as aluminum. I made
I'll sweep around the side.
4130, and I TIG welded them. That way I could get a bigger heim joint so I could get more travel out of it.
So as far as travel goes, what numbers are you looking at with this thing?
Bumped and strapped, it's 19. I have 12 inches of up travel.
Nice.
It's running a 2.5 coilover and a 3.0 bypass.
Okay. And how are these things? Have you had some miles on this thing, or have you tuned these things yet, or what's the? What's the story on these guys?
Down South Motorsports, they did the basic tune on them, and I had them change the oil. I put like the AGM product slider on it.
Okay. And what's that? That's for the
dual rate springs.
Got it.
So there's like a stiffer spring on bottom and a softer spring on top.
Yeah.
And then the spacer's made out of aluminum instead of plastic.
The plastic, which tends to fail sometimes.
Yeah, I've had them mushroom around the stop, and they're extremely hard to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the front looks mean. It looks stout. Looks beefy. How did you get to understand the way the geometry works on these things? Like, how did you even begin to start? I know you had said you had a Ranger before.
Yeah, I had a Ranger with I-beams.
Tell us about that thing. Was that like a high school truck, or you bought it built, or?
I bought it when I was 18, just as a commuter.
Yeah.
And I wanted a off-road truck, so when I was commuting it, I built it. And that one I did like a roll cage, 4-inch over I-beams, coilover. And it was before I knew about triple bypass. So I had like another coilover without any coil on it.
You're just like,
I had 2 shocks up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, let's make it happen, dude. Let's make it work.
Yeah, it worked. It was fun. Had devers in the rear.
Heck yeah.
It's full cage. A lot of fun. Drove it like I stole it.
That's what's up, dude. And is your like desert stomping ground? Where do you like to go?
I go to Ocotillo. It's my favorite. I'm originally from Las Vegas.
Okay.
Came out here. That's the first place I went to. Just been going there ever since.
That's been the desert. That's been your desert home.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
It's close. It's like 80 miles from here. I drive this to the desert. I drove it to King of the Hammers, drove it home.
Dang. And you drive it the way you do.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. Jacob actually uses his truck.
Yeah.
Again, we've caught him in action. I think this is a good time to maybe cut to a couple clips of him driving it. So as you guys can see, he definitely does drive that thing. And to be driving it that way and driving it to the desert, man, this is why you problem solve. I mean, we were talking about an electrical issue you were having. You just had to problem solve it on the spot out there in the desert under the truck. And I mean, like we all have, right? In a lot of ways, but.
Yeah, I have AAA, so they'll tow me home, but I still have to get it to the road. So.
Right. Heck yeah. So you had the Ranger, you built it up. Did that thing, and then how did you get into a Samurai?
I sold the truck to a younger kid, and I still am in contact with him. And then I did dirt bikes for a lot of years.
Okay.
I crashed. I ended up having back surgery, so my lower back's fused, my collarbone, plate. You know.
Was this just like play riding, racing, or just like?
I was out in Ocotillo.
Okay.
And I crashed. And it originally was my collarbone, but then as time went on, I found other problems and.
Dang.
You know, stuff, life happens.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's brutal, man. I mean, this is like, it's a common theme we say, you know, with our videos, like, this is really common for people to end up in a cage or a caged vehicle that feels like a dirt bike or feels like like the man and machine, like, you know, aspect of controlling like how it operates. So,
well, and then there's with age comes the cage.
With age comes a cage. Famous proverb, ancient proverb.
So the amount of money I got from my dirt bikes, I was able to purchase a Samurai.
Okay.
And I did a lot of stuff to that, like engine swap, roll cage. I had lockers on it. A lot of fun.
Heck yeah. And that was just like a 4-wheel drive fun thing, not really a desert kind of thing?
No, I drove it fast.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know.
Dude, we got to see some like pics and footage of that thing if you got any.
I got pictures of it, but no footage.
Dang it. Samurais are cool, man. I feel like it's its own like community.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's not many out there, but the ones that are out there are cool.
Yeah.
You know? Well, all right, man. And then so from there, you get into a Titan.
Yeah.
And then this had the Dirt King kit when you first got it?
No, it had a NCD kit. It's a guy up north. I think he builds custom cars now. He made them in like the 2000s. The kid that I purchased this truck from, he was up north, so he would go to Pismo Beach in it.
Okay.
So I had like some Deaver leaf springs, shock in the rear.
Yeah.
And but the travel was more like a mid-travel. It was like 13, 14 inches of travel.
Yeah.
And it worked real good. But once I 4-linked this truck, it just, you know, I had to go back to the front and redo it. So it's
That's always what happens, right? Like you'll chase, you'll chase the rear. Once you get the rear dialed, then you're chasing the front, and then you're like, all right, you know.
Yeah. So basically, when I did it, I went through the firewall, so it's connected to the roll cage.
That's the way to do it, bro.
I wanted the bumps on top, so that was pretty difficult. Normally, these kits run a 10-inch coilover and bypass, but I didn't want a massive shock tower. So I went with 12-inch.
Okay.
And that allowed me to get the extra travel and make this a little bit smaller.
Right.
You know, because it's always packaging is tight, you know, but it's all TIG welded, you know, because for me, it's easier to get in those corners than a MIG gun.
Okay.
And I wanted everything welded, so.
And TIGging by trade, right? You're involved with that, or?
I do like, I work at Solar Turbines maintenance department, and I do like
a lot of TIGging,
fabricating TIG pipe, you know, pipe structures, exhaust. Like they have big, huge stainless exhausts.
And that's what you're doing all day. So you're like, dude, I need some good quality work, especially to reflect what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's hard when you care a lot about when people look at it.
Yeah, dude, you want to be proud. And honestly, the packaging in this thing looks amazing. So, hey, I shared that thing, that TIG welding challenge thing with Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, dude, that's a challenge.
Yeah,
he was showing me.
It's hard.
Yeah, he was like, that's what he was saying. He's like, yeah, it's pretty hard. He's like, it's online. Like, people will do that, you know? So, Jacob had shared, was it like the 2 razor blades or the can?
Yeah, I did. An aluminum can,
and
2 razor blades.
And I sent it over to Morgan Clark, and he's like, oh, yeah, dude, that's an online challenge. It's pretty hard to do, you know what I mean? It takes a certain skill level to hit
small.
that. Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. And again, you know, your welds, your work, you know, the packaging, everything looks so incredibly flush and clean. Like, this is a beautiful truck, man. And we haven't even gone through the rest of it, but I love the way it's set up. I love how we're still with the stock motor. And are there any modifications to the motor?
I have some JBA long tube headers.
Okay.
The air raid intake, and there's fuel mapping, the up rev.
Okay.
And that gives it like better throttle response and more RPMs on shifting.
And dude, honestly, man, I was telling Jacob this before. I had a Nissan Armada for years. It was 4-wheel drive. I think it was bone stock. And I would go everywhere in that thing. It was stock, everything. And I don't know why. I've always had a really great experience with my Titan motor. Yeah. And I loved it, dude. So, dude, it's actually a great build. And the chassis itself is a square frame.
Yeah.
So like
boxed all the way down.
It's boxed all the way around. Yeah. So these trucks are actually really good platforms, man. I'm surprised that there's not that many built. I understand people go for the Chevy because it's you know, probably easier accessible. Yeah. Obviously, the 5.3 is a great power plant, a lot to build on it. But these aren't far from it. I don't think they're that far from it. And this is actually one of the builds that I'd want to build if I didn't have the Frontier, this or a Tundra. Yeah. You know what I mean? So seeing this level and the detail that's gone into this is like a true pre-runner, man. This thing is sick. Yeah. This thing is rad. Anything else you want to share up here, buddy?
Just as far as the shock towers, those were all flat plate. I just used paper. I made it
the classic way. Yeah. That's how Danny Giannini does it, dude.
Yeah. A lot of work, but I mean, you know, and I made them to where I could take them in and out and weld them and then put them back in.
Nice.
You know, just takes, you know, thought and time.
Yeah.
You know, like back here, I made like a pocket so I could get the master cylinder out.
There it is. You got to think of the maintenance.
The master cylinder. So it has like stock master cylinder and booster. Then
I mean, and it works. It works.
Yeah.
It works.
I changed the radiator and I did electric fans.
Okay.
I did all the wiring to it.
Okay. Mm. And this is more of a newer upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept destroying them. The radiator. The fan would. I don't know if it was like the fan would break and ruin the radiator, or if the engine was moving enough to contact it.
Right.
Which I have, like,
because no matter what you do, there's always going to be some pull pull and push with these things. You're driving this thing, it's that heavy through big bumps. It's going to twist and move sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how has this upgrade been?
It's good. Yeah, I don't have the problem with it. I was jumping it out at Devil's Slide and didn't break it, so it's a plus.
Hell yeah. That could be a full-blown flat landing or a little uphill. That's a brutal landing.
Yeah, so
it's choppy as hell right there, man.
This year, out of 4 trips, I bought a radiator for every trip.
Really?
Yeah.
So since this one, you feel
an extra one with 2 gallons of coolant.
It's expected.
And then I smash it and then try and limp it back to camp.
That's pretty gangster though, dude. I like that. You know, it's like you're using the damn truck.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So now you got this upgrade. Now this is gonna hold together.
Yeah.
We got that dialed. Heck yeah, man. Again, you guys, for those of you that haven't seen it here, hopefully we'll have this thing. Can we have this thing at one of the upcoming expos?
Yeah.
That would be sick, man.
Try and bring it.
Yeah, maybe off-road expo this year. We're doing something special. Maybe you guys will see Jacob's truck out there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to have a Titan out there, and you guys could take a good look at some of this work. You guys will really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Super cool truck.
My work, they're doing a car show in July.
Okay.
I'm taking it there.
Nice,
so
man.
People in my work can see it. People bring hot rods and boats and, yeah.
I bet people are stoked, dude. You know what I mean? To see this thing.
Well, sometimes they see it in the parking lot, so they always are like, you got to bring it to the car show.
That's cool, man.
We'll see.
Heck yeah, man. Well, right on. So we got the J-arm mod over here. We got that. We got the steering mod upgrade stuff.
Like I did, like hard lines down here with flex, hard line on the back. That's
crucial.
Yeah, Dirt King, they run it up and then across or underneath the lower A-arm.
Mm.
So that was a change that I did. That's different than the original.
Yeah.
I boxed in this lower arm pivot right here to make it stronger because it's just sheet metal.
Oh, okay.
And then a longer bolt. So there's a tube welded in there.
Like sleeved in a way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to Kevin.
Kevin QMS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin built a Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of knowledge right there. So.
Yeah, dude. Kevin's a rad guy, man. If you guys don't know, Kevin QMS, he built a was it a Dirt King Titan or what? Or did he build his own? Oh, he built his own kit.
Yeah, he builds his own lower upright J-arm.
Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. As you guys know, he's worked with Blake. Him and Blake are like best buds. They've built a lot of projects over the years.
Yeah.
And his Ranger is a beast, dude. That thing's for years he just hammers at.
Yeah.
He sold that recently, and there's a kid driving that thing now. Yeah, and he's enjoying it. Seems to be enjoying it. And Kevin knows what he's doing, man. Good old freaking off-road ripper. Well, right on, man. Very cool. I love how it's still like you got the stock stuff over here. It's easy for you to work on it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to like pull off the front clip. You got everything dialed in, all the stock stuff, you know.
Yeah. I just recently replaced the starter. It's on top of the engine. And you stand way out here and you lay your chest basically on that to get to the bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
But it's cool because you got all this comes off. All of this is on bolts. All on bolts, the cross member.
I could pull the whole front end off and pull the engine out.
That's awesome, man.
That's
again, I think I think you thought of the convenience and maintenance factor in this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
All
right, man. Let's head to the back of this thing. How have the motor mounts been on this?
I replaced them with CJD mounts. That's like CJD Racing guy in Hemet. He does Nissan Titan stuff, and I put the transmission mount and his 2 motor mounts, and they work good, but definitely gonna upgrade it and make it solid mount. Probably use those interlocking tubes and cut out the factory.
Some more custom fab stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, make it strong.
But that's good to know, man. I see another Titan over there.
Yeah, that's my wife's.
Awesome.
Low miles. It's like 2015 with like 50,000 miles on it.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I'm a Titan fan.
Yeah.
Go figure, you know.
We had a Nissan Titan like you, Frontier like yours.
Oh yeah?
But I crashed it,
Yeah.
So,
That year, that generation?
yeah, same generation.
That's
it was
cool.
brown.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I crashed it.
Dude, every time I see a stock Frontier, I'm always just like, what the hell am I thinking, dude? You know? And then you look at what my truck is now, and it's like, it looks cool, but dang, dude, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so funny because it's such a funny looking truck, but whatever. This is not a funny looking truck. Look how what a beast this looks like from the back.
Yeah.
Big booty Bertha right here, man. This looks sick as hell.
Yeah, the back end's probably an inch wider than the stock tailgate.
Okay.
That way to get the tires to fit without cutting too much of the fender away. This whole back half is TIG welded. It's all 1 3/4 DOM. TIG welded everything from the trailing arms to the tubing. You know, lots of hours.
So all this is TIG welded.
Yeah.
Again, dude, super clean work, guys. You guys will really appreciate this in person.
You can't see it, but there's a Jazz fuel cell in here.
Okay.
It's red. I use this stock sending you like the fuel pump.
So your fuel gauge works?
Yeah, fuel
Okay.
gauge works. It's more gas.
Oh, so a luxury pre-runner, I see. Just kidding. Yeah, dude. Like most people are just like, how much gas do I have in there? This is good, you know?
The Curry Enterprise, they made them for a short time for the Nissan Titan. They don't make them anymore, so I can't even actually get axles for it.
Oh, so that Curry doesn't have an axle for this thing anymore?
Same Dutchman, they can't make them because they're too long for the blank, you know.
Well, I mean, if you were to need a replacement, man,
Yeah.
we have some friends at Curry. Might be able to help you out.
Yeah, I called them and they just flat out
They said hell no.
They got to buy a lot of them at a time,
Okay.
and to make 2 axles is just too, you know.
So do you think maybe selling this thing and then getting a?
Yeah, I could do that for sure.
Well, you let us know, man. If you go the Curry route, we'll hit up those guys. We'll help you out, man.
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah, dude. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
Originally as leaf springs, so I cut off the perches. I did the DIY off road and bought like all the tabs
Okay.
and had them burned out by San Diego laser cutting
Okay.
over in Mission Gorge.
How was your experience with the DIY off-road stuff?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
It's like Legos
I wish I would've had
for
it,
for
as a
adults.
kid.
Well, right on, man.
Yeah.
I love all this. All this tin work you did.
Yeah, it's all.
Super clean, flush, smooth. This is it right here, dude.
I did
Do you
all
do
the
custom
bead
work for
rolling.
anybody? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't. I just do it for myself. But I bought a hand crank bead roller, taught myself. I used some of Morgan Clark's ideas with like the cardboard.
Yeah.
I made like cardboard shapes, and then I cut it out with a skill saw. You know, and then once they were all done, I had them powder coated. All the roll cage I painted myself with Rust-Oleum.
Okay.
I did all primer gray, and then I painted it all black. And the reason why I do it that way, rather than just spraying the tube with black,
Yeah.
is you can see where you missed. You know, like if you paint it all gray,
Yeah.
then you can see any spots you missed, and then when you go back to paint the black, you can see any spots you missed. And it holds up really well as long as
I mean, dude, you could have fooled me. I thought this was like powder coat, man.
Yeah.
I really did. I mean, like this, you did a phenomenal job. And knowing that you take this thing to the desert again and then you drive it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing to like, you know, putt around, and to each their own, you know? It's your guys' vehicles. Drive it how you want.
Really?
Jacob decides to drive it pretty aggressive out there sometimes.
Yeah.
And for it to look the way it does, it looks great. Do you do like cosmetic maintenance here and there? Or?
Yeah, every trip I bring it home and I vacuum it and I clean it and
Respray when need?
as far as paint, I haven't done anything. I mean,
dang.
I painted these fenders
Yeah.
like 2 trips ago, and they're already really,
Kind of getting beat up a little bit. Yeah. Nature of the beast.
yeah. But yeah, eventually, I mean, it'll have to come apart and be prepped. I'm on like 2 years on the Heims.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
So it might be time soon, but
yeah. And then as far as drivability, I have a air locker.
okay.
So I have like
Tell us about that.
I have an air compressor in my cab. And
Okay.
when I get in the dirt, I can turn the air locker on, and it gives me, you know, posi traction, both tires.
How does that feel like? Do you feel any difference? Have you ever driven like a spooled diff?
I have. My Samurai had one, and when I would turn corners, the tire would squeal real bad.
You're chirping, yeah.
Yeah, and so like when I drive around town or drive out to the desert, I just use the normal diff.
And how does that does it is that good to be able to have that, like the control of that?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I definitely don't get stuck when I'm in the dirt.
Heck yeah,
like
man.
Soft sand and stuff. I can go, you know, not.
Dude, I'm just laying in the shade now, admiring this baby right here. It looks good, man. You know, all this work under here. The drive shaft looks dialed. You know, I love how you have the PRP right here. The just in case that thing snaps.
Yeah.
Right there. You know, got an exhaust nicely mounted. Everything's flush. I see the trans support mount under there.
Yeah.
Looking good, bro. Looking good, man. Again, so cool that, you know, you drive this truck the way that you do, and it looks great, man. It looks really great, bro.
Yeah.
And then, so what? I'm sorry, what was the shock package in the rear of this thing again?
It's a 16-18 2.5 coilover with a 3.0 bypass, and they're all 3-tube bypass.
Heck yeah! And then Down South helped you dial these things in.
Yeah.
Dude, big shout out to Down South, you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys are down in San Diego area, Down South Motorsports, awesome guys. They've always supported Terra Crew, supported our events, supported our friends, and they're a great group of people. And tell them we said hello and we sent you if you guys decide to go through them. They know Plaster City like the back of their hand. They'll take your car, your vehicle, your side-by-side, your pre-runner, and get you guys dialed and floating. Yeah. So very cool, very cool.
A lot of knowledge there.
Yeah.
And I did like the toolbox, just an Amazon toolbox. I put like a rhino line on it so it wasn't shiny.
Dude, it looks sick.
Not as shiny. And that has like, I think it's like 1 inch or 3/4 tubing with plates that hold it. It's loaded with tools. Like, there's probably a couple 100 pounds in there.
Dude.
I wanted most of the weight in the rear.
Right.
You know, it keeps my front end up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, it's a long truck, so I need a lot of weight in the back.
Yeah, and what's so cool again is that it's so flush, like it's so low key. Like looking at the truck from the side, like you're like, damn, that's a sick pre-runner, you know. Then you get up close, you see some of the tin work back here, and then you see how flush it is. It's like, dude, you did again, man. You did a phenomenal job, bro.
Thank you.
This is really great, man.
Yeah, tried.
Yeah, I love this, bro. Yeah. Looks so good. The gas filler neck right there. Like, great job, man.
Yeah, it was hard. Like, I wanted these to not have straps because, you know, if I don't have a garage to store it in, so I didn't want them
sunwear. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did plates. There's tubing. It's hard to see. But
we can get under there. Yeah, I can get under there.
You can kind of see it right here. There's like some dimple dye stuff and
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you don't need the straps. It's sun friendly.
Yeah.
Right on. Ish. Yeah.
Yeah. I keep it in the carport, you know, most of its life. So.
Right on, man.
At first I was gonna leave it outside, but you know, once you spend all that time and money, it's hard.
You want to cover it somehow. Yeah, dude.
It's hard. Expensive. Stuff's not cheap.
Tell us about these links, man.
Those are 48-inch rough stuff links. I got them on Facebook Marketplace from a guy in town.
Okay.
I spent days TIG welding them because they're thick and it takes a lot of welding. And
so you had to assemble them?
Yeah, it comes in pieces. Okay. And and then you have to cut it to length, and you're supposed to put them in here and then set the plastic bushings. Okay. And I didn't want those, so I did like a Pro-Am anti-wobble with a uniball.
Okay.
So definitely
an upgrade.
A lot more abuse than what they give.
And usually a link is a 55 inches. Yeah. And so the 48, because this is kind of a little different of a setup.
Yeah, well, to get the shocks 90 degrees, that full compression, you would have to cut into the cab.
And we don't want to do that.
That's a lot of sheet metal work, and, you know.
Yeah.
You definitely get more travel.
But, dude, no, this is the way to go.
You know, the shorter the link, the faster the curve.
Yeah.
The longer, if you have a 60th, then it's almost going straight.
Yeah.
you know, so.
And you know what, again, this thing's working, bro. It works,
Yeah.
you know, and it's all in the valving, you know. You're not doing Zoo Road, you're not doing Barstow, Maine all the time, or the big deep stuff in plaster. Not saying that this truck cannot do that.
Oh,
it can,
do it, sure.
but I think like for what you have and what you're doing it with, dude, this is a ripper, man. I love this freaking truck.
Thank you.
I love this truck.
Then I didn't mention it on the other side, but I cut the frame back there. You can kind of see the wash plate I put on it.
Yeah,
and
let me
this is
see.
two tubes that are 1 3/4 inches, and then I plated them. And I TIG welded the full length on both sides.
Okay.
You know, front and back, so it's all boxed in.
Right on.
You know.
Great.
And then
look at all that dang up travel, dude.
Yeah, 12-inch up travel, and the tube was 1 3/4 inches, and this is a 2-inch or almost 2.5-inch can.
Okay.
And I didn't want to weld it and then have it like taper.
Okay.
So I built a box that connects to both sides and then plated it in, so there's a lot more mounting surface.
Hell yeah.
For the bump. And
dude, Jacob knows what's up, folks. Jacob knows what the hell is up. This thing is sick.
A lot of people don't know it, but when you weld on these cans, they get distorted.
They kind of like kind of oval out or something, little,
Yeah, and so I machined an aluminum slug that slid all the way up in there and bolted to the top. So when I weld it, it acts as a heat sink. And if you cut it long enough, then you can use it as the exact dimension of the bump.
Nice, dude.
So you would put it in there, you could do full bump and then weld it. But you still have to clean the inside.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, you know.
To make it still function the way you want it, you intend to.
Well, you can't put it up in there because it's oval.
Yeah.
So you have to like flapper wheel, clean it out.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work, you know.
Dang.
It's either cut it off and try again or try and make it.
Right. And then I know King has that upgrade thing now.
Oh, yeah,
but this is, dude, this is the way to go. You're solving it, you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, and I mean, to me, again, I'm an old guy, but that's like a rather newer King upgrade, like for the bumps, but this is clearly a way to go right here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The other way, you need a little bit more height, but they definitely are easier to take on and off. And
well, right on, man.
So,
you want to show us the inside of this thing?
Yeah.
All right, man. Take us through the inside of this thing, Jacob.
All right. So, this was the second project that I did was the roll cage, because, you know, once you go out there and you see how fast you can drive and how dangerous it is, you definitely want to put the cage. I recommend you always start with the cage. That way, when you try and build off of it, it's easier.
Okay.
Because once you have the cage in here, it's harder to attach the front and back. But if you plan on doing it,
it's the core.
Yeah,
it's truly like in the core in a sense. Yeah.
Always, and then build off of it. You know, most people will they'll do their rear shock tower and then the front, you know, strut hoop.
Yeah. And they're just building freely.
And it's not.
Yeah.
You know, and then your frame's still doing that number.
Banana.
Yeah. So I did like 1 3/4 inch, 120 wall DOM. It's not a race truck, so I just use that.
Well, dude, I mean, everything looks dialed, man. Oh, is this all your design, or is this DIY?
Yeah,
or?
I did it all on Easy Bend technology. It's like a program.
Okay.
So you know, but it's
did you scan the cab or?
No, I just would measure and then go into the computer, put it in, and then come out and bend the piece.
Right.
Or, you know, and then cope it and then fit it. You know, it's a process.
Right.
If I could just buy a kit already cut and bent.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah. So that's kind of like one of those DIY off-road kind of things. I guess the Chevy guys and the Tacoma guys are pretty lucky with those things, and the Ranger guys.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of R&D, not a lot of ready to go stuff for the Nissans.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. You gotta build it yourself.
Yeah, man.
The only regret that I have is I TIG welded a lot of everything, but I MIG welded this cage. Okay. And I wish I would have TIG welded it all, just so.
Dude, it looks great, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, like, I wouldn't even. This is built for what it's supposed to be, and I think you did a great job. I mean, overall, the truck looks phenomenal. You know, it performs well. There's a lot of space in here. I mean, you still retain all the stock stuff in here, which of course I love. Even the stock steering wheel. I mean, look at this. It looks, if I'm starting here and I zoom out, you can't even realize it's like actual, you know, pre-runner race truck style. Yeah. So much space. I'm jealous.
Stock seat belts.
Yeah. Who wants to mess with race seat belts while you're, you know, on the freeway and going around town?
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah, dude. This is phenomenal, man. Yeah. We got some PRPs in here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Got all PRP stuff. My neighbor is actually related to the original owner.
Nice, man.
It's like he's his uncle or something.
Heck yeah. Yeah, man. PRP's always had our back, dude. Very good guys. Yeah. I know they have some new owners now, but they've been very supportive of us and our projects. We're very grateful for their support, man. Well, looking great, dude. I love it, man. I love it. You guys did such a good job. Is it pretty noisy in here? Quiet? How do you measure? I mean, you've been in other caged vehicles. How do you feel about this thing?
It's loud.
It's loud?
Yeah, it's a V8 and the, you know.
It's right there.
Short exhaust.
Yeah,
and I basically took all the insulation out. No carpet. I insulated it with Dynamat.
Yeah, but best you could.
Yeah, and like the top is one layer, the bottom's 2 layers, but it's still loud.
Yeah. Is there any other way you could quiet it, or are you cool with that experience?
Getting an intercom system.
Intercom system.
I should have bought them years ago when they were only like $1,500.
You might be able to find some stuff, man. You know, we can reach out to friends. We can maybe help you out.
Well, I keep looking at the rugged radio.
Okay.
Intercom system with the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, rugged. Jacob's looking for some intercom stuff. FYI.
Sure.
Well, right on, man. This thing's sick. I would love to see it at one of the expos coming up. I think us fellow Nissan people need to stick together. Right here, brother.
Underneath the seat, there's like an air tank and compressor.
Underneath driver's side?
The back.
Oh, back
so
side.
like this side, I have like I think it's like a half gallon.
Oh, there we go.
And then right there, I have a 200 PSI pump. And then like I put my battery. I got my.
Yeah.
And I use like a ballistic battery tray.
Okay.
And I ran all the wire, all the cable myself. So there's.
Heck yeah.
And then kind of made this panel for the switch and everything. I would like to have the switch up, you know, up front, but that's a later.
But this is all you.
Yeah, between doing the front kit and trying to get all this stuff in time for desert season, I spent about 7 months working on it every weekend, every minute.
Free chance. See, and I think that's where that sacrifice comes, man, that a lot of people like really connect with the pre-runner community, and a lot of people appreciate the guys like Jacob. I wish I knew how to fab. I wish I knew a lot of these skills that Jacob does. And like, I just have such a great appreciation for guys like him who go and build this thing, taking half a year, more than a year, just working on the details just to go out and drive the hell out of it, you know? And to have that confidence. Yeah, right. It's wild, man. You know, these guys, you know, go out there and they smash whoops and they're ripping, and it's cool, bro. Like I think that's what it is. I think that's like the big draw to the pre-runner community that I've always loved so much, is that all the sacrifice that goes into these things, and then people just really hammer down on them, and they use them for what they're built for, what they're intended for. So very cool.
You're going to have to do the same soon.
Oh, I will. I must.
Look at the paint right there. That's how your paint's going to look.
Where?
On the fender.
Oh, dude. Yo, it's...
That was 2 trips.
Oh, I know it, dude. I was even thinking of doing like a clear coat or something.
Yeah.
Like a clear coat.
You do
wrap.
like that vinyl clear.
Something.
That protects the paint.
It's going to be so ripped, dude. Like, and the truck's so wide, the fenders aren't even going to do... They're more like looks than an actual fender, you know?
Yeah.
Hey,
like all these arms were powder coated after I finished welding on them.
Yeah.
And I painted the bottom, and that's one desert trip.
One desert
season, all that.
You just got to stay up on it, huh? That's just how it is. And then, so 37s?
Yeah, 37s.
I don't think we talked about that. 37s, race lines.
Yeah, real bead locks.
Real bead locks. And then stock hub, or?
Stock hub, but I actually put a metal slug in there, and I bolted together. So
okay.
I didn't want to weld on it. Like the Bronco guys, they'll do a slug in their hollow snout.
Okay.
They'll put a metal and then they TIG weld it. So I made a slug for my bearing, and I pressed them in. And then on this side, I have a tapped hole with a chromoly washer and bolt.
Okay.
And this is 4140. So it's actually like tool steel. It's like treated all the way through.
Incredibly strong.
Yeah. So, I mean, that would make it a little bit stronger.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah. I mean, it seems to be working out.
And stock rack, I bring an extra rack with me.
Have you ever had to replace it?
No.
Okay. Well, let's find some wood.
Yeah. I mean, I've replaced it because the sills go bad over time.
Right.
And it's hard to find a sill kit because different manufacturers make the same rack and pinion. But, and I don't want oil on my driveway.
Right, right, of course.
So I replaced it. Just after a couple years, I spent a couple $100 and replaced it.
It's a necessary maintenance.
Yeah.
Necessary maintenance. And for it to still be doing what it's doing, and it's the stock one, that's a feat to be proud of, my friend.
Then the stock bracket is like a piece of bent sheet metal.
Okay.
I made like a solid billet, like chromoly chunk.
Okay.
That holds it instead of the thin metal, and that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Oh, and it's the back piece of it is like cast aluminum, and I broke one in half, and so that's what gave me the idea to make it out of, make it stronger.
That is wild, man.
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah, man. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thanks for meeting up.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you, man. All right, guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of a Nissan Titan. I know we really haven't featured these things too much on the channel. Again, I don't think we ever have. I don't think so. Yeah, man. I mean, you think I would know, but
like first gen Frontier.
Yeah, we did a Frontier, but we haven't done a Titan. So super stoked to share this one. This thing works really well. Again, like I've said, Jacob has definitely paid attention to detail in this thing. And I think one of the coolest things that I've heard of the theme of this truck is that he's trying to address problems before they become a problem. You know what I mean? He sees a weakness, he'll build around it, even if it's maybe some not entirely massive upgrades to it, but enough to strengthen it to give him the confidence. So I thought that was really cool. What's it called? So if you guys have any questions for any of the techniques that he used on this thing, please comment below. Let us know what's up. If you guys have any questions for us on this build, put it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll be seeing you guys soon, man. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this thing at some of the upcoming expos this year. That's it. We'll see you in Ocotillo, right?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Later, man.
Do my Instagram.
Instagram's on there. You guys it'll be right there.
Think Welding and More. Check it out.
Hell
some stuff on there.
Oh, and you have some stuff on YouTube, right?
Yeah, same.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, I like my roll cage, me fabbing it and stuff's on there.
Dude, check it out. Check out the journey, the detailed journey online. All right, dudes. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Yeah.